Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I am Aaron Loomis, coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu, Seth Geis, John McTavish. How you guys doing today?
Go Titans.
It's Tuesdays and there's football, man. Anything's possible in 2020. I'm waiting for the aliens to come down at the end of the month. It's crazy.
Be an NBA for an entire year, man.
That was the least watched NBA Finals, I heard.
I don't think that has anything to do. I think there's more to it than people think it has.
Oh, because of the I
don't think it has
political rate. Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with racial
Speaking
injustice.
speaking of politics.
Yes.
Speaking of racial injustice.
Speaking of politics and racial injustice.
So this is going to be one of two for the presidential candidate cigars that we are going to be doing. So this video is for the Ted's Trump Presidential Cigar. The cigar is a Toro 6x50. Comes out of an undisclosed factory in the Dominican Republic. The wrapper is Connecticut shade. The binder is from the Dominican Republic, and the filler is from Brazil, Nicaragua, and the Dominican Republic. The price point is $8. This cigar was released in July of 2017, and we were able to acquire this cigar from Corona Cigar Company.
Thank you, Corona Cigar Company.
Yep. So
Thank you, Jeff.
For your Trump cigar needs, as well as any other cigar needs, make sure you check out Corona Cigar. And you can get to them by coronacigar.com. All right, so with all that out of the way, Jiunn, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
I thought it was pretty average. It's Connecticut shade, so you go into it thinking probably, a lot of soft, traditional Connecticut shade type flavors. And that was basically what I got of it. But pre-light in the package is something that should be talked about. I mean, this thing for $8, glass tube, real glass tube, because I dropped it on the ground and it fucking shattered.
Did you really?
No, on accident. I really did. On accident, I did. But that's why I could confirm it's real glass. So it's very luxurious in that sense. The band's weird. Like, I'm sure you guys all thought the same, where you take it out and the bands are, reversed, right, upside down. So you have to kind of hold the head part to look at the actual double bands and the lettering.
Hey, isn't that a
they
thing
should have done something about that.
Isn't that a thing with the U.S. flag code where you fly the flag upside down? It's a sign of a nation in distress or something like that. Isn't that similar? Is that, I don't know.
Could be.
Yes. No, it is.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Very interesting.
I don't think Ted's did that for a nation in distress, though.
I think they just fucked it up.
No, I think
because when you put
Aaron
it in the
knows why.
No, I know. It's
The way that the tube goes in the display, it doesn't sit on the flat part of the stopper. It sits on the rounded part in the display. So when it's standing up, you want to be able to read the bands.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, look good, right? Gold lettering and all that stuff, gold band. But in terms of flavors, it's pretty light. You got your, traditional Connecticut shade. You get a lot of hay, grassiness, vegetal kind of notes to it. But the notes overall are pretty soft, pretty mundane. Really great construction. So, I mean, no, I'm not talking about AJ cigar. I'm talking about this cigar. But overall experience was average. All
right, Seth, what were your overall thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's a really, it's kind of just this light. Well, I mean, I said it was more medium strength, medium body cigar, but it's just kind of lacking complexity. It's just a simple flavor profile. Just some tobacco notes, some paper. I had this honey wax quality. I had some pineapple, not pineapple, a little coconut, but it was all pretty light and creamy and tobacco-like, beginning to end. Amazing construction. Medium body and strength. I'd say other people probably say it's more mild.
All right, John, what were your overall thoughts?
It was okay. I mean, I had an okay first third experience, and so I was kind of thinking, okay, well, I'm not really big on two-bowl cigars, just throwing it out there, because I tend to find that two-bowl cigars are the height of gimmicky. So when I see a two-bowl cigar, I just go, oh man, really? Is that what I'm? But the first third was, like other guys have said, pretty traditional Connecticut. Now, the one thing that stood out for me, and I don't know if this is disclosed at all, but did you guys pick up on any bourbon barrel sweetness, like bourbon barrel aging? Because I got like a ton of bourbon barrel aromas and a little bit of flavor in that in the first third. So I don't know if this cigar is bourbon barrel aged, but like it was like prominent. Like I got it right away.
They might
I
have
didn't get
thrown
that.
they might have thrown a maker's mark in your tube instead of the Trump.
Should have thrown me a little mini bottle.
Do Tez make those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Tez
Oh,
make
oh,
them?
they're the one that make it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
There you go. And then the first half of the second third was kind of very similar. So I was like, okay, this, it's going to be pretty average throughout. And then like almost smack dab at the halfway point, it just got really bitter. And I thought it was going to like kind of go away, but it was really off putting on my palate. And unfortunately, the last third, it maintained the bitterness and then got like a toasted quality with it. And I was like, oh man, this is not a good time. So it overall was a pretty subpar experience. I wish the rest of the cigar had been like the first third. I thought it would have been, not great, but pretty average, certainly smokable. The draw was perfect. I had relight sort of right at the halfway mark, kind of coincidentally when the bitterness started. So who knows if those are related or not. Aaron, what was your overall experience like?
For me, it was pretty, typical Connecticut shade profile centered around kind of hay, dry wood, some creaminess. There was this kind of added perfume note that kind of came in, kind of gave you that porn star, stripper, escort, whatever kind of tie-in that works with the cigar. But it's pretty average through the first two thirds. Final third, wood bitterness kind of built up and paired with the perfume note and created a really off-putting flavor profile. So it was a big drop down in the final third and kind of like really off-putting. Price point's attractive. $8 for a glass tube cigar, so it's some nice presentation and stuff like that. But I don't really see the cigar targeting any kind of avid cigar smokers. Maybe an occasional or a non-smoker that's kind of just brought into it based on the banding and the packaging and stuff like that. But it may work for that kind of a thing. First two thirds just didn't have enough to really bring me back to the cigar, and how the cigar finished up just wouldn't make me want to return at all. So, I kind of have the mindset that this cigar is more of a novelty type cigar. So, as that type of a cigar, I think it works. It's fine for what it is, I guess, but it's not going to be a cigar that cigar smokers go after. All right, let's get into the scores. Start at the top with Jiunn at 5.75. I gave it a 5.05. Seth gave it a 4.68, and John gave it a 4.48. So Jiunn had that 5.75 matchup for you.
It's five freedom. 5.75. I think about freedom today. No, I don't. I think about average taste experience with really good construction.
Yeah, my 5.05 matches. Like I said, the first two thirds were average, but I rated the final third as poor. It was just that perfume note and that kind of the other kind of notes that mixed in with it just was really bad. But perfect construction on this cigar. I will say that there was absolutely no flaws in how this thing smoked. So that's kind of what just barely kept it above the 5 watermark. So, all right, Seth, 4.68.
By the way, I'm looking at the TED's website, and on the Trump thing, it has a photo of Mayor Giuliani enjoying a Trump presidential cigar at the 2017 IPR cigar show.
There you go.
I'm just like, schmuck. Listen, I mean, it was just lacking in flavor. It's great construction. It's not something I'd come back to. It's people are going to buy them. They're going to sell them. Not a good cigar, but people will buy it.
All right, John, 4.48.
Yeah, that matches up with the experience that I had. Like you said, that bitterness and then the toasted bitterness, that was pretty off-putting. And I don't know if that's kind of what it was. I think if that wouldn't have been there, I would have been probably in the mid-5s. Because like Jiunn was saying, it's a pretty traditional Connecticut profile. I think at least that's how it started. But my experience was certainly matching that score, unfortunately. And yeah.
All right. Any other final thoughts from you guys on this cigar?
Well, it's kind of a fun contest. You get to go to Corona Cigar. You can pick between the incumbent or the challenger, and that's kind of a fun little experiment. I mean, I expect, given that it's Florida, most people will choose the incumbent, but it's kind of fun.
I mean, it's online, so people can buy it from wherever. So there's
there
also
you go.
that. But I mean, it's
it's the cigar industry. People are going to buy Trump. I mean, that's
Yeah, exactly. Heavy-handed Trump, of course, right?
Seth, are you trying to say that the cigar industry skews towards Republican? Is that where?
I'm not trying.
It's
to say
totally
that.
true. Yeah, it's
I'm
100%
fucking flat out stating
totally
it
true.
does.
Yeah, it's 100% true. And just before the hate mail rolls in, I happen to be in the conservative province of Canada, literally the only conservative province of Canada. So just letting you know, just before you get your guns all loaded and start firing across the border, just letting you know.
The brilliant thing about this, and I hope the viewers are paying attention to this, and the people who are going to be offended by this won't even process this because they're stupid, is that I give Jeff props on this because he's making money off of something which, like, listen, he's got all these Trump cigars. How can I sell them? Well, I'm going to make a poll to see who people are voting for. And so, you have like these dumbass MAGA boys who are looking at this and saying, oh, I got to help get these numbers up to show support. I support them, so I'm going to buy them. And it's just like, that's where they're going with it. Not because they want to, but because if they raise the poll on Corona Cigar, then he's going to win. I mean, that's just the reality of it. Because that's the silent majority. And I give Jeff props for making fun of the other conservatives who are actually stupid.
All right.
He should have blended this though, right? Because supposedly he blended a Biden, right?
I don't know that he blended it or he picked a blend or what the result.
Or
what the,
it was his choosing, I guess.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, he
Like he should do that next time. Like he should, instead of going with Ted's, I don't know.
I'm sure it's much cheaper to buy something like that's already exists than try to create your own packaging and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Just
Or
smoke
bundle
the
it
American,
and call it.
man. There you go.
yes.
Yeah, put a
Yeah, the
put a
American is
There's
pretty damn
a
tasty.
cigar if you're gonna have a president, the American.
True.
Supports the country.
All right. If you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. We'll also check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. Follow us on all the social media channels. You can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to check out the Biden 2020 review. I don't know if which one's gonna come out first. We haven't decided yet, but if it's not out by the time you see this, it will be out within 2 days. So check it out after that. See you guys next time.
America.